Hello, I'm Tony Noser from Tactical 21, retired Navy SEAL. Here with my good friend Jim Foreman, also retired SEAL, with Range Talk.
What does leadership look like in an active shooter situation?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. I would my assumption is that most people in society are not walking around planning to um, divert an active shooter situation all the time. So that's a little bit of a mindset thing. So in an active shooter situation, you're going to have a lot of people that don't know what to do, that are looking for direction. So right off the bat, people that are in authority positions, Jenny will have some kind of identifying uniform that you can look for. So first, I would say look for those people for direction right off the bat. In the absence of any appropriate direction from a uniformed, responsible leader, then you just have to step up and take that position. So if you see something that needs to be done in an active shooter situation, just do it and tell as many people to follow you as possible. So I learned this from my first platoon commander, and I think it's still the best battlefield command there is. It's follow me. And so if you know what to do and you have a bunch of people with you, then you can maneuver them to the correct spot and tell them exactly what to do to create a force multiplier. And that's what leadership is supposed to do.
Yeah, I think one of the most important things is if you have a leadership position or any position, know your roles and responsibilities. Know that, hey, I'm a team leader or a squad leader or a manager, and know what your left and right limits are, like every day. So, because people are going to be looking up to you, and especially in a stressful situation, they're immediately going to be looking at you for information, decisions, and things like that. And if you're acting like them, like, I don't know, if you're looking for the next leadership and the next guy's looking for the next leadership, there is no decision being made.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Tony said, like if you're in a leadership position, it doesn't mean you have to be the senior guy there. Everybody's looking for the one senior guy, and he's in the car. The situation is happening now. Anybody can speak up, and then hopefully the senior person is like, "Yeah, let's do that," for that accountability and authority. But know your job position. Know that people are going to be looking for you for decisions, and think about different situations that could happen, so you kind of have a jump on things, right? And it's all going to depend. You may be with your kids, right? So your priority is not for you to go run into probably the gunfire. You got to like take care of your kids first, right?
Yeah.
Get them safe, and then you do something. But my point is, every situation is going to be different, but there's decisions that need to be made all the time. And if you have people under you or even above you, um, people are going to be looking at you. You may be like the key influencer in an organization, meaning you're not the highest ranking person, but people are looking at you just for input, just because you're that type of personality. And so use that, like use your influence to get things done.
Yeah, for sure. So mindset, Jim hit on some things there that are directly related to mindset. So that, like as a dad, you should have that. You mentioned your kids, right? Obviously, I'm not. Like, let's say you're in a bank and somebody comes in to hold up the bank, and you're in there with, like, say, your wife and kids. I don't know why you would go to the bank with your wife and kids, but maybe. Um, so yeah, that's absolutely true. So mindset wise, like I'm thinking, if something were to happen, where do I want to be positioned in the building? Where do I want to go to for, protect my family, those kind of things. So when you have people that are with you that regardless of the situation, they rely on you for protection, safety, security, all those things, then, that becomes your main priority in whatever situation arises. So if you're in an active shooter situation, you're with your family becomes the priority. You need to protect them. So you are the leader in that situation. Mindset is big on that. And that's why we train.
Right, and mindset that goes into it's perfect using a family as an example, because everybody's depending on you, your kids, your wife, your nieces, your cousins, whatever, nephews. So you go into amusement park, right? And there's a crowd of people running around screaming, and it's like a tough situation. Everybody's looking at you for what to do. And just like when you walk into a room or a bank, like Tony referred to, you should know where the exits are, not just the front door. Because if somebody does come in trying to rob a bank or do something. Everybody's looking to get past that guy, but if you already know there's a side door or something like that, you could be out before the situation even escalates, right? And you're done. Now you could call the police and help
Yes.
that situation, but you just eliminated your whole family from being in that situation because you already knew that there's an exit right next to you, and the guy that came in is looking the other way, and you just take your kids and family out the other side. So situational awareness is a big part of having the forethought to do something, right? And if you're just walking in and you don't know anything, you're going to be like everybody else. You're just going to be like, okay, what do we do? It's already too late.
Yeah. I think that pretty much covers it.